Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Paul's Talk Show. Now, in the talk show we do, we just invite a bunch of people over and we invite a bunch of famous people over from Dominic's world. Today, we have a special guest. Uncle Jimmy. You might know him from his art stuff, and you might not know him from his art stuff, but you knew him from Dominic's channel a long time ago, and you know him now. So, introducing, introducing the one, the only, Uncle Jimmy. Thank you, Paul. It's such an amazing honor to be here and on your show. I always wanted to be on your show and be with you and meet you in person since I was a little kid. I'm glad I got the chance to meet with you, buddy. Oh, no problem, no problem. I want to always meet some of the fans, not all of the fans, but some of the fans before I pass on with the rest of the Beatles, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about your success about being a tow truck driver. I know being a tow truck driver is hard and all, but how do you get it done so fast? Well, Paul, it's all in the skill. It's like a skill. It's like a pattern and a skill all in one. Let me explain. So first you go home and then you sleep. And then after you sleep, you gotta wake up like really early. I'm talking about like 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning, and then you gotta go get ready for work, and then you gotta go eat breakfast. Sometimes I'm able to go get breakfast from the kitchen, but if I need to hurry up, I'll just grab a little muffin or something. But besides all that, besides all that, I'll just go to work on my bike. If it's a nice day out, I'll just go to work on my bike. But if it's not a nice day out, I'll go to work in my truck. So yeah, I have a work truck and a regular truck. So yeah, and when I get to work, I usually park my truck and then go on my tow truck and clock in for the day. And then I get more tows, and then I charge people for them tows. And then I just after work, I get out and then I go back in my truck, and then I go home and then I eat dinner and hang out with grandma, maybe watch a little bit of a movie, and then if I'm tired, I'll I won't watch a movie, I'll just go to sleep. Or if I'm not tired, I'll come home, watch a movie with grandma, and do some lessons. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much all I do for my work. Is I go to work around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I go to my tow truck job. I do a couple tows. I stay there waiting for tows, and then I come after work. I come home, and if I'm not tired, I'll go and do some lesson and watch a movie with grandma. But if I'm tired, I won't do some lesson and I won't watch a movie with grandma. I'll just go to bed when I get home. So it all depends on how good of a day I'm going and how good of a day I'm trying to progress. You get that? Yeah, I get that. And when I was in the Beatles on tour, when I was on the Beatles, um, John made us do special stuff that made me a little bit tired and say I didn't want to do this anymore. I want to go home. I want to see my kids. I want to see my wife. I don't want to do this anymore. So yeah, it all depends on like what you said. It all depends on how tired you are and how skilled you are. And the other question that I want to ask you is why won't you let the birds in your house? Because I knew you mentioned in the last episode you didn't want Daddy bringing the birds into your house. Why is that, Uncle Jimmy? Well, the reason I don't want the birds in my house, I don't care for the birds that often. I like the birds, but it's got to be because the birds. I have two birds at home. Um, Recently my other birds died, so me and Grandma just got two birds to fill in the birds that died. But anyway, besides all that, we have two healthy birds. Their names are Maddie and Bear, and they're pretty good birds, and everybody loves them. But last year, when Daddy took the birds to Ohio, Maddie and Bear like Bluebird smell, and they won't stop. They won't stop peeing. Once Maddie and Bear smells Bluebird's smell, they won't stop peeing in the bar, and then they smell Bluebird's smell, and then they wouldn't stop peeing in the bar for a month. So that's why Daddy doesn't want to take the birds over there, and that's why I don't want Daddy having the birds any in my house. Like I said, I don't care if I'm the bad guy or not. I just don't want the birds peeing in my house. Okay, Uncle Jimmy, I know. But you know, Bluebird is the sweetest thing you can get in this world, and 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 Daddy loves Bluebird. I get it. Daddy loves Bluebird. He takes him everywhere with him. He's his emotional support dog. I get that. But the only thing that doesn't sit right with me, if is it the birds, is it the birds come and pee in my house, or Maddie and Bear smells Bluebird's pee, and then go and pee everywhere. Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna continue this talk show in part two, so make sure to stay tuned part two for tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Uncle Jimmy. Bye, everybody. Stay tuned for more talking with me and Paul. Bye, everybody.